Now next is question number 17. A uniform meter rule of mass 100 gram is balanced on a fulcrum at mark 40 centimeter by suspending an unknown mass m at the mark 20 centimeter. So the mass of the meter rule is 100 gram. The mass of the meter rule is 100 gram. That means the weight of the meter rule will be 100 gram force. It is balanced at 40 centimeter mark. It is balanced at 40 centimeter mark, and obviously the weight of the rule will be exerted downwards from the center of gravity, that is the 50 centimeter mark, and that is 100 gram force. Now it is being said that an unknown mass m is being suspended at the 20 centimeter mark. That is how it is getting balanced. So obviously, why that is happening? Because the weight of the rule is exerting a clockwise moment in this direction. So to balance it at the 20 centimeter mark, the mass m is there. So that both the anti-clockwise and clockwise movements are balanced and the rule is horizontal. So this is the situation. Part 1 they have said find the value of m. So again the same thing, measure the distances of the respective weights from, or the respective forces from the fulcrum, that is the pivot, and then sum of total anti-clockwise moments equal to sum of total clockwise moments. So this is one anti-clockwise moment, this is the clockwise moment. The distance of this is 20 centimeter from the pivot, this is 10 centimeter distance from the pivot. So m, now if m is the mass, then the weight is also m gram force. So m gram force into 20 centimeter, and here again you will have to write by the principle of moments. Total anti-clockwise moments is equal to total clockwise moments, and then write this. I am not writing all the statements in detail, but those statements need to be written. Is equal to 100 gram force into 10 centimeter. So gram force gets cancelled, centimeter gets cancelled. M is equal to 100 into 10 divided by 20. So 10 twos are, and here we have 50. So 50 gram force is the weight. So the value of M is 50 grams, the mass. Part 2. To which side the rule will tilt if the mass M is moved to the mark 10 centimeter. Now if the mass M is moved to this mark, the new position of the mass M at the 10 centimeter mark, then the distance from the pivot increases to 30 centimeters because the pivot is at 40 centimeter. Then in that case, the total anti-clockwise moment will be more than the total clockwise moment, because now the total anti-clockwise moment is equal to what? The total anti-clockwise moment is equal to m into 30 centimeter. The value of m is 50. So this is 50 gram force into 30 centimeter. 50 gram force into 30 centimeter, that is 1500 gram force centimeter. And the total clockwise moment equal to 100 gram force into 10 centimeter. There is no change there. So we have 1000 gram force centimeter. So since the anti-clockwise moment is greater than the clockwise moment, so the rule will tilt in the anti-clockwise direction. That is on the side on which M is suspended. After that, part 3, what is the resultant moment now? So that we have already taken out, that is 1500 gram per centimeter minus 1000 gram per centimeter, that is 500 gram per centimeter in the anti-clockwise direction. Part 4, how can it be balanced by another mass of 50 grams? So obviously that another mass of 50 grams needs to be suspended somewhere here. And let's say its distance from the pivot is x centimeter. So then, whatever the leftover moment is, that means the extra anti-clockwise moment, that is 1500 minus 1000, that is 500 gram per centimeter, that will obviously be balanced by this extra clockwise moment, that is 50 gram force into x centimeter. So obviously we get x equal to 500 by 50, that is 10. So at a distance of 10 centimeter from the 40 centimeter mark on the right hand side, we have to suspend that 50 gram force weight, or that 50 grams mass. So 10 centimeter to the right hand side of 40 centimeter, that means at the 50 centimeter mark.